it's John Swartz of Miller Electric. We're here at Racing Innovations. I'm also here with Dar Holdsworth from Darwin Motorcycles and Sam Wills, owner of Racing Innovations. The reason why we're here is we're here to kind of talk about the Epic Chopper, the bike that's going to be given away as well, one of the grand prizes for the Job Well Done campaign here this year. And so Dar, kind of talk a little bit how the relationship between Darwin Motorcycles and Racing Innovations came about.
Sure. Thanks for coming to Oklahoma City today, meeting me here at Racing Innovations, Sam's place. As you may or may not know, Darwin Motorcycles started in Racing Innovations. Sam's 35 years of bike building experience, where we learned to build bikes and then of course branch out on our own. We still remain good friends and have a great relationship today. All of our chassis are built here at Racing Innovations. The Miller bike, the Epic Chopper, will also be will start its life right here at Racing Innovations, and so Sam's going to take us through that a bit today. And what do you think, Sam?
Well, basically, we're going to build one of Dar's standard chassis with a little bit of updates to it. We start out with 1026 DOM steel like we always do. We weld everything by hand. Everything is Heliarc. Nothing here is MIG welded at all. So we like the Miller product. We like using the welders. They do a good job for us, have for many years.
So as you'll be able to see throughout the course of this next few scenes, the machines get used quite a bit, as well as the TIG torches. So we're interested to see how this all turns out. And then this should be pretty much completed today.
Oh yeah.
And then tomorrow we're going to be starting to put stuff on the bike itself. Some of the tabs, putting the wheels on, some other stuff back at Darwin Motorcycles. So let's get started then.
All right.
All right.
Yes, we're going to weld the two frame rails together to give them some support, and then we'll weld around the base of the steering head, and then we'll move on and put the top in.
Okay, good. So I can see you're pulsing manually.
Yeah.
You're pumping a lot of filler metal into that. I can tell that gap up.
Yeah, I like that because that's a stronger weld, you know.
Okay.
You can't just fuse the metal together. It's got to have the rod to make it strong.
Good. All right, now we're going to be coming across the top there.
I usually do 4 or 5 seconds of post flow just to make sure it stays clean. It's 156 wall DOM 1026.
Okay.
It's about as good as you can get without being chromoly.
Yep.
And we've tried to build frames out of chromoly for the street and they just don't work out.
No?
Too brittle.
Okay. And what filler metal are you using? Just like a 70S?
71S, yeah.
Okay.
Triple deoxidized mild steel.
Okay. So about how long does it usually take for you to weld up a complete chassis?
It'll take between 3 and 4 hours to completely weld it and tab it out.
Okay. That's pretty good.
We've had a lot of practice.
I'd say especially the fixturing helps quite a bit too then, I take it.
Yeah, we've got the fixturing down to where it's as simple as humanly possible.
With as many bikes as Dar makes, do you guys have the tubing pre-cut?
No.
Okay, so everything's one off?
No, because Dar likes to do custom stuff. We'll do multiple changes during the course of a week of what we're doing, so it's very tough to pre-bend the tubing, yes.
Okay.
We basically do it as we go.
So I'm going to have to ask Dar a question here right now. So you basically build your bikes on order. So inside of you got a couple of designs that you work off of, but you make adjustments based off of your customers' input?
Right, we have 7 different models that we offer.
Okay.
And then each model, the customer can a la carte choose the components they want.
Okay.
And each of those bikes is offered a hardtail or soft-tail option. They can order with a 140 rear tire setup or a 180 rear tire setup. So all those options benefit the customers, but make it a little more challenging on building the bikes.
Rigid or soft tail.
Okay.
You know, different configurations of the suspension.
Okay. So you wrap that all the way around then, Sam, then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
reposition myself multiple times.
Yeah.
I've broken my wrist many times, and don't have the movement in it that you would normally.
No, and when I'm at shows and I tell people, they talk about, well, how far of a bead should I actually be able to get at one pass? I usually tell people, you get where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you're stretching, it's the weld itself is probably not going to be the optimal weld anyway. So even if you have to reposition,
Sure.
and TIG, you're preheating the metal again when you're back on it. It's not like you have a chance to cold lap. So yeah, I do the same thing. I make sure that I'm in position and comfortable before I make a bead.
Okay, that's about all we can do in here.